Heading 1. Introduction. The upcoming Week 14 matchup between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the New England Patriots has fantasy football enthusiasts on the edge of their seats. As key players like Ezekiel Elliott and Najee Harris take the spotlight, fantasy managers are eager to make strategic decisions for their lineups. Heading 2. Najee Harris's impact in Week 14. The performance of Najee Harris is a crucial factor in the fantasy landscape for the Steelers. Recent reports suggest that Harris is set to play in the Thursday Night Football (TNF) game against the Patriots, providing a significant boost to fantasy teams relying on his dynamic skills. Heading 3. Fantasy outlook on Ezekiel Elliott. Ezekiel Elliott, another prominent running back in the spotlight, faces an important matchup in Week 14. Fantasy managers must evaluate whether to start or sit Elliott based on recent performances and the Patriots' defensive capabilities. Making the right call on Elliott could be a game-changer for fantasy success. Heading 4. Jaylen Warren's fantasy potential. While the focus is often on star players, fantasy managers should also keep an eye on emerging talents like Jaylen Warren. Exploring his fantasy potential in Week 14 could unearth valuable insights for those seeking a competitive edge in their leagues. Heading 5. Steelers injury concerns. The Pittsburgh Steelers enter Week 14 with a critical day for injured players. The status of key individuals like Isaac Seumalo, Mason Cole, and Kenny Pickett will significantly impact both the real game and the fantasy realm. Understanding the injury landscape is crucial for making informed fantasy decisions. Heading 6. NFL Week 14 injury updates. Injuries are a constant concern in the NFL, and Week 14 is no exception. Beyond the Steelers, other teams, including the Minnesota Vikings with Justin Jefferson, are dealing with impactful injury situations. Fantasy managers need to stay informed about these developments to adjust their lineups accordingly. Heading 7. So, the Steelers vs Patriots matchup in Week 14 brings a mix of fantasy intrigue and real-world implications. From star players like Najee Harris and Ezekiel Elliott to emerging talents like Jaylen Warren, fantasy managers must carefully navigate their lineups. Additionally, staying updated on the injury front is essential for making well-informed decisions.